boy who defeated a king, faith that shook a kingdom. What if I told you? A young boy once destroyed an entire system of oppression. Not with weapons. Not with armies. Not with rebellion. But with faith. A king ruled with fear. A nation bowed before him. Truth was silenced. Until a child decided. Fear would no longer control him. And his final words changed history forever. But here's the real question. If you were that boy, would you choose truth? Even if it cost your life? The Tyrant King. There was once a powerful king. He demanded obedience. Absolute obedience. He claimed control over life and death. He controlled wealth. He controlled fear. He controlled minds. But behind every tyrant is insecurity. And this king feared only one thing: truth. He had a court magician, a sorcerer who helped him maintain control through illusion and deception. But one day, the magician grew old. And he told the king, "I am aging. Send me a boy, so I can teach him my magic before I die." And that is where everything began. Not with an army, but with a boy. The boy's secret? The boy began traveling daily to learn magic. But on his path, he passed by a monk, a man of faith, a man of truth, a man who worshipped Allah alone. The boy would stop, listen, and something inside him changed. Magic taught him control. The monk taught him truth. Soon he believed. But he hid his faith. Every day he was late to the magician because of the monk. And he was beaten. Every day he was late to the monk because of the magician. And he was beaten. Imagine that. Being punished from both sides. Have you ever felt trapped between junior and faith? Between pressure and belief? Between safety and truth? The boy was. Tiger, the first miracle, 8. One day, a massive beast blocked the road. People were terrified. The boy picked up a stone. And he said, "Oh Allah, if the monk's way is more beloved to you than the magician's, then kill this beast." He threw the stone. The beast died instantly. The people were shocked. The boy realized, this was not magic. This was Allah. And that's when his faith became unshakable. Explosion symbol: the king's fear. The boy began healing the blind, curing the sick. But he would say, "I do not heal. Allah heals." A close advisor of the king, who was blind, heard about him. The boy restored his sight by the permission of Allah. The advisor returned to the king, able to see. The king asked, "Who restored your sight?" He replied, "My Lord." The king said, "I am your Lord." The man replied, "My Lord and your Lord is Allah." That sentence cost him everything. He was tortured. Until he mentioned the boy. And that's when the king realized. The threat was no longer a monk. It was a child. Failed executions. The king ordered the monk killed. He was executed. The advisor was executed. Then the king turned to the boy. He ordered soldiers. Take him to the mountain. If he refuses to renounce his faith, throw him off. They climbed. At the peak, the boy made dua. The mountain shook. The soldiers fell. The boy walked back alive. The king tried again. This time by sea. Again the boy prayed. The boat flipped. Everyone drowned. Except him. Ask yourself, if you saw this happening today, would you believe? Or would you still doubt? Cross swords #, the final strategy. Now the king was terrified. He could not kill the boy. The people were watching. Whispers were spreading. Faith was spreading. And then, the boy did something unimaginable. He told the king, "You cannot kill me unless you do exactly what I say." The king listened. The boy said, "Gather the people. Tie me to a tree. Take an arrow from my quiver. And say, 'In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy.' Then shoot." The king followed the instructions. He said the words. He shot. The arrow struck the boy. And he died. Silence. But then something happened the king never expected. The people began shouting, "We believe in the Lord of the boy." The king had just publicly declared Allah, and the system collapsed. The boy's death destroyed the king's illusion of power. The ditch. The king panicked. He dug trenches, filled them with fire, and said, "Whoever does not leave this faith will burn." And people jumped willingly. One mother hesitated, holding her baby. And the infant spoke, "Be patient, mother. You are on the truth." They chose fire over disbelief. Think about that. Would we choose comfort or truth? Would we stand firm or compromise quietly? Milky Way, final reflection. This story is not about a king. It is not about a boy. It is about us. Every era has its tyrants. Every society has its pressures. Every believer faces a choice. Compromise or stand firm. The boy had no army, no weapon, no power, but he had certainty. And certainty is stronger than kingdoms. The real question is not, would we survive the fire? The real question is, do we have that level of faith today? Because sometimes, the greatest revolutions are not fought with swords. They are fought inside the heart. One boy stood for truth. A kingdom fell. And history remembered faith, not fear.